spoke at 12 a.m. Thankfully, I don't think that really did much on the USD currency, but at least I would have seen it. So the rest of the day, we are free from any form of hula baloo. Okay, so let's see what we can do today. I'll just touch a few things. Like I said, I'll just give directions. There isn't much to trade. I'll just touch directions and then we are fine. So let's start with gold. Let's start with gold. Please, I hope I'm audible and I'm not cracking. Hello? Am I audible? Can you hear me clearly?
Yes.
Okay, okay, okay. Thank you very much. Okay. So gold, this place that we're looking out for price to come into has finally price has finally touched this our zone of interest. Okay. Where yesterday, Mr. Jerry and we looked at this place. We called two zones yesterday. The first zone was my network is not giving me what I want. Please, I hope I'm clear. My network is messy. All right. So we called out this zone, this key level zone, and we also called out this one that is down here. So what we are seeing here now is that price has gone for this second one, so I can delete the first line. So this is where we are now. This is where we are now. Okay. So now what are we looking for price to do now? We want price to do a 4 hours expansion or a breakout or a change of character, whatever language you want to use to call it. So just want the 4 hours time frame to do something like this. Okay. And then we know that we are ready to buy. Is that okay? Gold has been selling, as you can see, the sell pressure on gold has been very, very strong. Okay. So we expect gold to do something. And I'm also seeing gold is trying to do a fully bullish engulfing. Can you see here? It's trying to form. I think the candle formation there. It's trying to form, but we still have 2 hours for this candle to finish forming, 2 hours and 41 minutes for this candle to finish forming, for us to know. But the truth is, even if this thing forms like this and gives me, I'll still not want to buy from there straight. I want it to give me, at least it should break, maybe do something like this and break again so that I'm sure that we're ready to buy. Because when we are in a very bearish market, and then you see a sign to buy, that first sign, use that one as your on your mark, or let me say your get set. When price gives you the next reason to buy, then you join. Now, if you are already in a bullish market, please pay attention. If you're already in a bullish market, okay, and you see a sign to buy, you can go ahead and buy from there. You can see the trades we have taken of recent. Is it the FX Vol 20, the I think I had a trade on Euro GBP, all those kind of trades. We're already in a bullish market, okay, and then we saw a reason to buy, so we just go ahead buy from there. Okay. But if we're in a situation like this, like where we find ourselves on gold, and then you come and see a fully bullish engulfing like this is not enough. Oh. Please, mind you, this is not enough. Okay. Gold needs to give you proper break of structure. And if I'm to go to the line charts to show you where the last, in fact, this is the place that gold should take before you can confirm buys. Can you see? This is where we should take before you can even confirm buys. Okay. This gives us the complete, like the full change of character at this point. This is the place you can say that yes, God has officially changed character. Okay. So even if this one forms like this, you still need to it still needs to give you more information. Because why? We are coming from a very strong bearish leg. So for you to confirm that you want to buy means the buys need to give you a very good sign that you are ready to buy, not just because you have seen one reason to buy, you now want to go and buy, and then you risk your account, or you take a risk on losing that trade. So that's how you do it. In a very bearish market, you need at least two good reasons to buy. But if you're already bullish, you're already bullish, then you can just go ahead, take the buy that you see there. Okay, that's how we prevent ourselves from taking unnecessary losses. All right. So that's that. So we're in a buy region, but we need price to give us a very solid reason to buy. Then we know that we can join in. So this is where patience comes in, please. let's be very, very, very patient. Okay. So I'll just call directions for every other pair. I don't think there is much. I don't think there is much on this on the chat today. Give me a second. So I'm going to take this medium to talk about the signals that we are calling. So we are not just calling it for no reason. We expect that people that are taking the trades should have registered under AGX Tech link. Is that okay? So if you are not registered under AGX Tech link, please do well to do that, because we may have to focus on the funded group if we are seeing that we are not taking the trades. Maybe you are not under AGX Tech and then you are just taking the trades. So please, if you are not under that, fix it. We have a way to do it. If you are not under AGX Tech, you have to create a new account. There's a way we can do it. There's an email format that we can send to you, okay, so that you tell them that you want to be placed, so that we are going to confirm from the back end, and then we are sure that you are, taking the trades alongside with us, because we don't just want to be giving these things just to anybody. It's the people that have actually come in under AGX Tech need to get their priorities. We place them as the priority people. So please try to check that out. Check your email, check your World Trade ID. You can send it to me so that I can confirm it for you. If your World Trade ID is not placed under AGX Tech, you let me know. I can give you the format, because we're going to be checking that, and we are going to, be taking actions. Okay. Thank you very much in cooperation. All right. So let's continue. So AUD-CHF has resumed another very strong leg to the downside. You see, we are still coming for this place on AUD-CHF. We are still looking at coming for this low for AUD-CHF. Okay. So what we saw here that yesterday, I think 2 days ago, we had another expansion like this. And you see, this was the last on the 4 hours time frame. This was the last place I wanted to sell from, right? But 2 days ago, we now had another break of structure on the daily time frame. You can see it here. You can see it here. So this makes this guy another place that we can actually look for sales. Okay. So we have the main place that is up here. We have this one that is up here. Then we also have this guy here. This is another place that price may want to trade from. So how do you join in the trades? When price comes here, you can go to maybe the H1 time frame or the M30. When you see a change of character like this, then you can join. You are probably wondering, why do we do this? This is a way of getting confirmation on your trades. Okay, this is how you get confirmation on your trades, so that you don't just jump into a position and then you get stopped out without even knowing why you were stopped out. Okay, so it's very important that you are in alignment. I will talk about alignment. It's very important that you're in alignment with the trade that you are taking. Is that okay? And how do you do that? You do that by getting confirmation on the trade. All right. So if you are in a zone, let me say if you're on the daily time frame, you're on the weekly, or you're on the daily time frame, or sometimes the H4. You know that if you want to place your SLs on this time frame, if you want to place your stop loss on this time on, and even the M30 time frame, on a better reward to risk ratio, okay? And then you don't have to, hold the trade for very, very long times. So when we come into this zone, here or here, we are going to look for structure to align. So how do we do that? By price giving us what? A change of character on that zone before we sell. Is that okay? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. It was a trade, but it was not talked about here. If I can find it now, where is it? NZD-CHF. Let me show you something. So this trade happened yesterday. Let me go ahead and clear this. Okay. Now, what do you see here? What do you see here? This was a major low, right? We talk about this a lot. This low was taken with a body. So this was a sign that we're going to continue bearish. Is it not? We have said that 1,001 times here. So when you see this, what do you want to do? You want to go to the next time frame lower to see the most recent expansion that happened before that break of structure, because that's where you're going to sell from. And you can see that this was the most recent expansion that happened. And you can see that when price mitigated it, price fell from there. Are you seeing this thing? You see, it happens every time. Okay. It's not something that happens today and then next time to happen is 2 years later. It happens every time. I'm sure we have seen it, and I'm very sure that we are trying to adapt it. But this was the most recent expansion that happened after price closed with a body. So this shows continuation, is it not? Good. So how that trade that you saw, how did I get that entry? It's simple. On the 1 hour time frame, what did I now check for? You need alignment, is it not? Now, what did you see here? As we touched this our expansion line here, can you see? We now did what? We now broke structure to the downside. So this is an indication that we have now aligned with that sell. That sell that was trying to happen here, we have now aligned with that sell here. Is that okay? So when price retraces back into this area, the sell is going to happen. And you can see that that's exactly what happened here. So let's go back to the candlestick chart. So you see that we had a break of structure here, and then that's funded the sell. And then if I'm to zoom in again, can you see something here? Can you see something here? There was another break of structure here. Can you see that? I'm sure you can see it. So this was another place that somebody would have gotten a sell from. SL will just be above this high. Can you see? So are you seeing how this very nice trade came about? Are you seeing what I'm talking about? And then, of course, if you wanted to hold to final TP, this would have been the final TP. That's just the way you saw it when I opened the chart. This button, if you heard it to this point, retracement is happening, but it can still fall. It can still fall back down. But the point I'm trying to make is that when price closes with a body, and then you have come back to your point of interest, it's not a sign to just rush and enter the trade, right? Let the trade give you a reason to move in that direction. And for this trade, what was the reason? The reason was what? The reason was this change of character here. So this was our point of interest, okay? And then price traded into the point of interest and now gave us, okay, I'm ready to sell by doing this break. I don't know if you understand. Price basically told us, okay, I'm ready to sell. And that is where this sell started from. And now it did the same thing here again by giving us this small break of structure. So I say that there were two entries on this guy. Now let me show you something crazy again. Now, can you see that? Can you see that there was another one here again? Are you seeing what I'm showing? I just said there was another break of structure that even had fair value gap, had everything. So this was another place to enter the trade. I don't know if I'm making any sense to somebody. Can you see? So you see that if you got 3R from the first move, the first entry that was somewhere here, you would have got 3R there, 3R here, trade has finished. And you're good for the day. Honestly, you're good for the day. So that's how we do it, okay? When you come into a point of interest, let price show you that it is ready to move. Then you trade, okay? You trade. So you see there were three change of characters here. This was the first one. This was the second one. And then this was the third one. So price was nice enough. Every time he does 2 or 3 like this. So sometimes it does give you one and move, okay? So you can see the way it came back, touch it, and then it fell. So there is every tendency that NZD-CHF will still drive to this ground, because number one, this is a drawn liquidity. So maybe it's just trying to do some retracement. Let me see if I can see something. I can only point out something using the QMR method. This is the sweep, this is the break, and all of this is liquidity. So if the price wants to sell again, it may likely come and sell from this guy. Let me draw it out. To sell, to likely sell from here back to this ground. Okay, I did not plan to analyze this guy, but it's looking good. So let me just talk about it. Okay, so this is what the trade will look like if you're going to be trading NZD-CHF. I will not call it out because I did not even plan it on my watch list. I did not plan to talk about it today, rather. Okay, so this pair gave very nice retracements. Gave very nice confirmation entries. It gave 1, 2, and then 3s here. So if you are going to be entering a sell from here, it will probably come from this liquidity here. Is that okay? Because there is still drawn liquidity that is lying down here. That price has not yet triggered. Okay? All right. So let's see how that one goes. AUDCHF. Okay, I've done this one, right? Our NZD. Okay, the same thing for AUD So we started a very deep pullback on AUD. You can see it here. So we had this high here. So it's a very major high that price took with the body of the candle. So since price took with the body of the candle, that's a sign that we may still look to buy. Okay. Now, what happens when we take with the body like this? We look for the most recent expansion, is it not? On the lower time frame. And you can see it here. Can you see? This was where the break of structure occurred. All right. So we can expect price to trade here, and then we can expect that confirmation I just showed you on NZD-CHF. We can expect it to happen here. Now, if it doesn't happen, leave the trade alone. Okay, don't force it. If it doesn't happen, don't take the trade, just leave it alone. There'll be other opportunities to trade. Okay, so that's that for AUD and ZD. Like I said, there isn't any much. We'll just be giving directions today. All right. So let's talk about this guy. See something. Now, in this case, even the blind can see that we are in a bullish market. Okay. Now, what I talked about when I was explaining is it AUD-CHF or is it gold? Yeah, I think it's gold. I said when you're in a bullish market and you see a reason to buy, okay, you can go ahead and buy because you're already having the backing of structure that you are in that direction. So if you have a reason to buy in that direction or trade in that direction, then you don't have any problem. So here now we are very, very bullish. Can you see this? We are very bullish for a very long time. Now, price came, yesterday's candle came and swept Friday. Yesterday was Monday, right? So Monday came and swept Friday's candle. So this was a cue, this was a sign, a signal that we should look to gain higher prices. Can you see? And that's what happened now. Now, what did H4 time frame do? H4 gave us the alignment by actually breaking structure to the upside. And it has gone ahead to break structure again to the upside at this point. I don't know if you are seeing what I'm trying to show you. So that's how we have gotten now the backing of the H4 time frame. So daily gave us the Q. Yeah, daily gave us the Q. Now, H4 has now confirmed the direction that daily gave us. Is that okay? So now, how do we approach this guy now? Usually, you can go to the H1 time frame. You can see that is a very nice fair value gap here and the order block. So all of this now becomes what? All of this becomes liquidity. Okay. So we're looking for price. There's every possibility that price is going to touch here on CHFJPY and then buy all the way to the draw on liquidity. Is that okay? So that's how we build it. So you see how I don't have any problem with going to look for this buy that is happening here. Why? Because we are already very bullish. So I don't have to wait for extra confirmation. We're already bullish. So in a very bullish market, I just come and I see previous candle low sweep. This is our candle theory coming into play here. Previous candle low sweep. I know that the high of that candle price will most likely go to trade till that high. So what do I do now? The sweep is not enough. I need H4, to give me the confirmation of that direction. And yes, it has given us by breaking structure. So entry, H1, right? H1 gives us the what? H1 gives us the fair value gap. And of course, the order block. Everything is intact on this trade. So you can as well go ahead to trade from here. And then you just target this high for about 3R. Can you see what I'm showing us here? Can you see what I'm showing us here? So this is the way you build up your direction up to your entry. Okay? You see that we had so many break of structure. See, we broke structure here. We even went ahead to break this line. So if CHFJPY should do a deeper pullback inside this place, we know that we can expect a buy from here till we reach our targets. Okay, this is our target. I'm very sure we know why this is our drawn liquidity. People that have been on the sessions for a very long time should be able to point that out by now. All right, so that's that. That's the direction for CHFJPY. We are very bullish. Okay, what else do we have? Let me see. Okay. yeah, Euro card. I was trying to catch a sell or trying to look for a sell from here. Why do I like this place for a sell? It's very simple. The same thing. I'll keep saying it. See this low here. See the way price came to break all of this structure with body. So this first expansion that we had here did not hold, but this one now is currently holding for the sell. So you know when price takes an area with the body, sign for continuation. Now, what do you see here? Can you see that in alignment with the sell that we're trying to sell from here, we are now having previous day high sweep. Is that not a sign that we're going to come for the low? I don't know if you're getting my point. So we took this low here with the body. You can see that we had a body closure here. Good on the daily time frame. Good. So I said when we have a body closure like this, we should look to sell from the most recent expansion. Now there was an expansion here like this. Let me show you on the line chart so that you see more clearly. Can you see there was an expansion here, but this one did not hold. But the one that is happening up here, this other one, you can even draw it like an other block. This one is currently holding. Okay. Now, coinciding with or should I say aligning with the sell that I'm trying to sell, I'm now seeing that there's a daily high sweep here. Daily candle high sweep. So we can look for the candle low to be taken. Now let's see, has H4 given us a break of structure? Yes, it has, but that candle has not yet closed. Okay. The candle still has about 1 hour to close. Now, when this candle closes, okay, and let's say the candle closes bearish, that is, has broken the structure, we can now look forwards. Let me see H1. H1 is not neat. H1 is not neat for the entry. Let me see H2. Okay. It's not very clean. It's not very clean, but okay, there's no problem. Let the candle close first. When it closes, then when we have any retracement into the Fibonacci will now come into play at that point. Okay, any retracement into our 50% will now go to H1, M30 to look for reasons to sell down. Okay, I think how we do it. That's how we do it too. So just get familiar. All right. So that's that. That's the view for Eurocard for me. What do I have here? Okay. No, I don't have something here. I don't have something here. I think I have something for USD CHF that I wanted to share. Okay. So you see, USD CHF, we're trying to sell. Okay. We're trying to sell at the time price took here with the body, right? But all of these expansions, price failed by sweeping and breaking structure 2 times. Can you see that? So price took all of the highs. So that was our cue that we may be looking to buy USD CHF. So now what has price done? Price has traded back into this liquidity zone here. Price has come back to sweep this liquidity that we had lying down here. So as it swept it, what did it do? Can you see that it has done a new break of structure here? Price swept here and did what? And then broke. So there is every tendency for price to trade into this guy here, this big order block here, and buy. Can you see what I'm trying to explain? There's every tendency that price can come into this guy here and buy. Why? It's very simple. Number one, after this major low was taken, normally price was supposed to sell. Okay, you see that he tried to sell from here, that was very good. But along the line, the buyers came in. The buyers were very, very strong, and then they went to take all of those structure to the upside. So all of this now seems like a retracement. Okay, so the price basically did something like this. Can you see? So this is like a retracement so that we can do what? We can continue the trade. All right. Now, what do we now see here? We see that we have what? A sweep of this low that was here. Price has now done what? A new break of structure to the upside. Okay. So USD CHF can trade down. If you want to refine the other block to the 2 hours other block, that's fine. Okay, it's looking very good. So USD CHF can trade down into this place and buy. Now, this is the liquidity for this guy now. Are you seeing how we do it? So you see the way we are incorporating direction and liquidity in everything that we are doing. Okay, so now that's the view for USD CHF. Okay, so let's get positioned for a buy. Okay. All right. So let me see. I'll just touch one or two more and then we'll call it a day. Okay. GBP JPY. We are still going for this high. Okay. We are still coming for this high on GBP JPY. Okay. So yesterday's candle went to break structure. Can you see the way yesterday's candle did a new break of structure, a new expansion here like this? So price would most likely retrace back into that place before buying. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see what is H4 now saying. Are you seeing that H4 has come back into that place and is trying to buy? Can you see? Can you see this? So if we can get a H4 expansion, let me say this candle comes to close above here like this, we can now buy from here till our draw on liquidity. Okay, that's the view on GJ. Okay, that's the view on GJ. So like I said, we are basically just waiting for direction to for price to give us trade. We just have directions. We have areas that we're looking out for possible trades, but there is no trade call yet. Okay. So just be patient until the trade call drop. And of course, you know that something will drop on the charts. Okay. So just be glued to your screen. All right. So something happened on GJ that I like to see here. There was a candle low sweep here. So we definitely came for this high. Can you see? Now, why did this thing happen very easily? Because we are already in a bullish trend. Okay. If I saw this candle low sweep like this daily candles low sweep in a bearish market, I wouldn't have been interested. But the moment, we took this expansion like this, so we're coming for this high. So anything that indicates I want to buy, I'm going to trade from there. So when we had this low sweep like this, you see that this candle high has been taken. And now yesterday closed with momentum. So that was a sign that we're going to continue trading to the upside. Okay. So now what happens now? This is now the new expansion that is happening here. This is the new expansion. See, just see a line chart. You can call it an expansion, call it a break of structure, whatever this thing you want to call it. So now H4 should align with what was happening on the daily time frame. Can you see? So if we can get a closure above, okay, this is H1, sorry. We can get a closure above this guy like this. Then we have confirmed the direction. Then we can do what? We can now trade. Sorry. Where's my pen? All right. So we can now trade like this till we reach our direction. Okay. So that's that. That's for currencies. Okay. So please just be patient. Just be patient. There are times we can call trades like this on the live session, and there are times we have to wait for the trades to occur. So GJ, we are very bullish. It's coming all the way till this high. So it's just for you to be patient, and then we can ride along. You can, even if you want to go to the H1 and be joining on the trade, just know that we are going to trade all the way till this draw on liquidity. Okay, so that's fine. That's that. And let's see one or two things for synthetic indices. Synthetic indices. Okay. So we have a very big pullback coming into this guy. Let me see. Is there? Okay. So what we are seeing here is that price is like today's candle is sweeping yesterday's candle. So this is a Q. This is a Q for us that if today gives us a 4 hours a 4 hours alignment, we may continue this our bias to this point. You see, it's good to when we have retracements like this. This is a sign that we are going to continue in a direction because price cannot just be going in one line like this. It has to do what it has to retrace. Then people that did not join the first move can now join from here, and then we do a new one like this. We retrace, continue. So if we have a retracement like this, it's always a good sign that price may be trying to give us a way to join in. Okay. So now what do we need to see now? We need to see alignment on the H4 time frame. If we can get a break of structure, something like this, then yes, we are good to resume our buy pressure on FX20. So like I said, we are still looking for We are still reaching out for these highs. All these highs, this is the first TP, and then this is the second one. That's the overall high, the all-time high for FX20. I'm looking at price still trading up to that point. Okay, so just be on the lookout for a re-entry. All right, be on the lookout for a re-entry. Let me see, what else do we have for other ones? So I've come to understand that a lot of these synthetic pairs, or sorry, instruments are in consolidation. Okay, they are currently consolidating. See, like just look at this situation now. There's nothing you should do here. Okay, except you just want to, except you're itchy to trade, and that's not how to trade, honestly. We have been consolidating for a very long time on a couple of these indices. So it's very important to wait for price to give you the direction. Okay, wait for price to give you direction. I had a low sweep here that I was trying to get H4 expansion. But you see, even what's happening here is not clean enough. It's not clean enough for me to trade. So I just have to sit it out. I have to wait. Okay. So this is one of those times where we just have to wait for the market to align with the way we trade. Now, you may have different trading styles. Some people may trade other strategies that have lower time frame, high frequency trades every now and then. That's good. But the way we trade here, currently we're in a waiting period. So you just have to wait for everything to simmer down and then we can get trading opportunities. Okay. So the same thing for FX, for Flip X1. Just look at this. This is how many weeks? This is 1, 2, 3, about 4 weeks. We have just been in this sideways channel. Can you see? It happens like this sometimes, right? Sometimes you can have few days of consolidation. Sometimes you can have a week or two. Some other times, market will just be flying in one direction. Okay. So at this point, what you just have to do is have to wait for it to clear out and then you can trade. So for Flip X1, I was still looking at price giving me a deeper pullback into this expansion so that I can buy from here till the join liquidity that is lying down here. Okay. So this is my view for Flip X1. Currently, what's happening here, I don't have anything here. Unless we can get a breakout, then yes, we can now trade from there till join liquidity. Okay? So please, don't be tired of waiting. That's how it is sometimes. Sometimes all you have to do is to wait. So the same thing for this Flip X2. Now, we are in an area that I wanted to buy. See this whole fair value gap is where I wanted to buy from. But if I go to the H4 time frame, you see that I've not yet gotten a very solid reason to buy. Price tried to buy from here, but when it came down here, the H1 did not give me something. And you can see the momentum that I used to trade back down. So I did not have any buy from here. Okay. And then I also spotted something on this Flip X2. I think is it on the weekly time frame? Yeah. See something. This looks like an order block, right? And this guy now looks like liquidity. I don't know if you spotted this. This looks like an order block. This looks like liquidity. So there is every tendency for this brother to drop into this guy for cheaper pricing. And then we can now officially buy from there. But if along the line, this place gives us a buy opportunity, we are going to buy. Okay. So please be patient. Just be patient. All right. So that you don't rush to go and lose your money. I know some of us like to see those numbers flying up and down. It's not every time that number should fly because sometimes it can take you back to your village. Let me see. Okay. So Flip 3 is giving us a break of structure here. So this is an interesting place that price can come to continue selling. Okay. So if you trade synthetic indices, this is an interesting place you can look out for. All right. And then lastly, I think Flip 4. Okay. Flip 4, I'm looking at this place, for Flip 4. All right. Whatever thing is happening here is not neat enough for me. But I like this guy because this guy has what? This guy has liquidity, also has some imbalance here that is yet to be filled. Okay. So we still have all these lows. for price to come down to. Okay. And then lastly, the 5. What's happening on flip 5? Nothing. See, flip 5, let me just show you the daily time frame. Can you see that flip 5 has just been dancing around this region? So I don't have anything yet to do on this guy. So when I have, of course, I'm going to update. All right. So that's that for today. Moshood is saying gold and FX80. I've already done gold. I'm waiting for gold to give me an expansion. So I'll just look at this one since we are here. What do we have for FX80? Oh, okay. I analyzed this guy a while ago, but the trade kicked me out. I didn't take it. I just analyzed it. So let's see the overall trend. Let me analyze it afresh. Okay. So FX80 has here that it has to come down to take. Maybe that's why I was interested in that sell. Okay. This order block is a very powerful order block for price to come to trade from. Okay. So that was a break of structure. Let's see the daily time frame. What happened on the daily time frame? Okay. Price is currently playing with this place here. Price is currently playing with this place here. It has gone ahead to do what? To do an expansion to the downside. So let me see the H4 now. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. This is nice. This was nice. This was a QMR setup. It's been a long time I opened this chart. This was a QMR setup. We had a what? We had a sweep here. We had a sweep here. We had inducement here and then a break. Can you see? We had a sweep of structure. We had a break and then we had what? We had inducement. So what price simply did here, Oga Moshood on FX80 just came for the high. That's the liquidity. So this is like the left shoulder. This is the head. This is the right shoulder. So price will always come for the right shoulder before selling. So I believe it's still going to sell. Sorry. I believe it's still going to sell. Okay. It's still looking like it's going to retrace. Let me see the daily again. Okay. So this is a fully bearish engulfing candle formation now. Is it not? So price can, sorry. So price can very much trade into this guy and sell. Okay. So that's my view for FX80. Okay. Price can still trade inside this guy and drop to the downside. All right. So that's that from me. So please, like I said at the beginning of the call, ensure that you are trading with AGX Tech. Drop your WellTrade ID for me on WhatsApp. You can drop it on the group or you can reach out to me privately. Drop your WellTrade ID and then I will confirm. The signals we are giving out is just not for anybody to. We want to ensure that we are trading together. So we are going to continue the 30-day tour. So also please, keep an eye on your phone every now and then. Something is going to drop and then we can trade together. All right. So I thank you, everybody that has joined today's session. We are going to see tomorrow. Have a lovely day and goodbye.